This video is brought to you by the lovely sponsors below. Thank you so much for your support.
That's the full account of what happened. The village is safe, but we've suffered one casualty.
I see. And the border?
In their hands now. The professor and I will be discussing a reconnaissance mission to secure it before they even think of dismantling it.
Good. The sooner the better. It's the only way of getting to that cure.
The doctors got both patients stabilized, but even I can tell they don't have much longer before it starts to get worse.
Then don't take too long.
Don't count on it.
Glad to hear it. Also, doing okay, man?
I'll live. It's been a dramatic chain of events, so I'm just taking some time to clear my head before we roll out. No doubt Mordred's doing the same.
I'm sure. From the looks of things in that village, Spartacus really changed their lives with that stunt. Far more than what the professor hoped to do on her own.
He was a special kind of idiot, that lug. Wish I knew him a little longer.
It wasn't your fault, man. There was no other way, and like you said, it was his choice.
I know. I just wish there was another way. Sending someone to their death, servant or otherwise, is the last thing I ever want to consider. But that cataclysmic card the Emperor pulled...
Yeah, I know how you feel. Sometimes I wish I could turn back the clock when it happened in Chaldea. So many people we could have saved. Most of the staff, Da Vinci, even Musaki.
Doc and I did everything we could, boss. I just wish we were fast enough to find her before that priest did. But knowing how desperate they were to kill us, there's no way she could have. I just wish I apologized to her sooner, for all the crap I put her through before Salem. Now I'm just praying she didn't suffer. Sorry, I didn't mean to stress the topic. I know she meant a lot to you, so...
Are you alone?
Just you and me, boss.
Musaki was alive when we escaped.
What? No. How do you...
They sent us a transmission when we were in imaginary number space. He tortured her, milked her for information, and then...
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I didn't know either. Nell intercepted the transmission and kept all of us in the dark. What's worse, she kept us away from me. When something could have been done, or at least just talk to me.
So that's why things were tense between you two when we arrived at the Wandering Sea. Why did you put her in charge of this mission then? Please don't tell me you did it to prove a point.
Musaki was my sister! My family! The professor had no right to claim any of that information. If she thinks she can toy with us like a bunch of chess pieces on a board, then let's see her try to win this game on her own. As far as I've seen, her logic and ambitions nearly killed all of you.
We were all taken by surprise, Hajime. None of us were prepared for that preemptive strike, and frankly, you would have been too. I honestly can't believe you would make such a stupid decision. Even Gordov, dense prick that he is, wouldn't risk sending someone just to settle an argument.
The point still stands. She didn't even tell me anything. And maybe, if she would have been open about it with me, maybe that wouldn't have been the case. We could have saved her, Sippy!
When could we have saved her? How could we when we were stuck floating in imaginary number space during that time? Would you have us all resurface while the world was getting bleached? We all would have been caught in the crossfire! Or worse! And that's exactly what the enemy wants. Face it, they had us at checkmate the entire time. There was no easy way out. And as much as it kills me to say this, and believe me, it does, the professor was right to keep that info from you. You've suffered enough loss with Okita. Who's to say that in your state, you wouldn't risk our lives right then and there?
There's no way I'd do that. With enough time, we could have...
We could have what? If you have a bright idea how we could have successfully rescued her during that time with no loss of life, I would love to hear it.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I just want my sister back. I want them to pay for what they did. And to hell with the professor for robbing me of that chance. Now, it's too late. What can I even do?
Keep going.
What?
They wronged you. They took everything you held dear and taunted you like it was all a cruel joke. You don't have to take it. But it doesn't warrant making stupid decisions either.
What do you suggest I do then?
Nurture your anger. Control it. The way you are now, you're letting it get the better of you, taking it out on people less deserving. Be patient. Save it for the ones truly responsible. If you're willing to wait for it as I am, you'll find a way to avenge Misaki. You're a good man, Musaki Hajime. You're smart too. Which is why you can't let your anger or grief cloud your judgment. Director or not, you're still the one we put our trust in, to make it through another day. And every day leads us closer to the goals we've set. I'm not telling you to set aside Misaki for the sake of our survival. Far from it. As much as she was your family, she was Chaldea's too. And we will carry on to honor her memory. Until the day we strike back and take back what is ours. What do you say, boss?
You're right. I've been a ball of emotions since last December. I'm sorry for snapping at you like that.
Don't be. I'm sorry for losing my cool there too.
No problem. I gotta say though, it's always a surprising change of pace to see you talking sense for once. Compared to how you were back then, I mean.
I'd rather keep that strictly off the record if you don't mind.
You talking sense, or how you were back then?
I trust you enough to leave that to your discretion.
Whatever you say, Shy Guy.
What did you call me?
Shy Guy. You know, like Shy Guy, Shy Guy. You don't like it? I mean, I can always just stick with...
No, I like it. It's just... How did you put it? A surprising change of pace?
That sounds about right. I guess PT really rubbed off on me with his little nicknames.
Well, Mr. Burr, sir, if you get a chance to talk with Blade Runner again, tell him the next time he calls me Sippy, he'll know the fury of Psy Guy.
That was spot on. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I am curious, though. Why don't you like being called Sippy anymore?
I'll tell you some other time. I better get myself set. It's gonna be a long night ahead of us.
Sure thing. Oh, hey.
Yeah?
Still think the professor has some fault in this. But, thank you. For the talk. For the advice. And for the good laugh. I really needed that.
Anytime, boss. Logging out. I know your pain, Musaki. But please, don't make the same mistake I did.